Hello, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another Duel Links video. As you see right here, I am being told to go to bed, or I will not stop playing a card game until the sun rises. And that is very true. It is usually the case that I play a card game all night, and the sun rises, and I end up going to sleep. You know, at like some absurd hour, like 7 a.m. or something. But that is not going to be happening today. That is not going to happen. I'm online I'm making this video, and that's pretty much all I'm doing tonight. I'm just going to make one video. I don't have time for anything else. I'm tired. Of course, you may not be convinced, considering what I just said, but I am, in fact, quite tired. Okay. Now, while Ford goes around slaughtering people, I mean defeating people in duels, I'm just going to explain why I'm bothering to record this, and because I thought it would be funny to, not do what Chrono is saying and do this. Also, I wanted login bonus, by the way. I'm very glad that I actually got it, because I need more dual orbs. And I still need more dual orbs. I will need more for a very long time. Just saying. Okay. And I don't even know how to play Shark. I don't even know how to play Force Deck. You know, it's kind of funny that I was going to say I don't know how to play Shark's deck when that is... The duel is right in front of me, it's not Shark. But sure, whatever, brain. Though I do have a video titled, I don't take orders from Sharks, and I have no idea why I titled it that. I assume Shark said something. I don't know what it was. It was, oh wait, I think I just remembered. He said to come back, and I'm like, oh, I don't take orders from Sharks. Yeah, I don't. I mean, he's out the gate if I give a damn, but, not right now. Okay, that's the... Oh, interesting. I know that isn't actually a lot of gems, but considering how many gems I usually get from this looks like a lot, although it's not actually. Now, while I am out here, I'm going to duel all of the duelists around. I hope that I will be able to do this rather quickly, because I do need to go to bed. But before I take Chrono's recommendation, I would like to say that I actually do not want to be awake in the morning. I would rather not. I will be setting my alarm clock for a time that is after morning hours. Does this mean that I will not get up in the morning? Not necessarily, unfortunately. I've been having some weird sleep problems, and I'm not saying that I can't sleep. I'm just saying that I'm not sleeping normally, and that's pretty much the idea. That's pretty much the basic gist here. I'm not sleeping the way that normal people do. Did you steal my cardigan? Okay, whatever. If that is rude, I do not like what you just did to me. I will come back and I will utterly destroy you. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Actually, what was I? Something about, oh yeah, my sleep schedule, that's right. You know, I've noticed something. That I seem to have a similar brain as someone else. And I'm like, did I steal some of my current... am I talking like this because I've been around that person? Or is this just my normal personality now? I cannot tell because my brain is chaos. And there's no way that there's no way to test for this. Well, anyway. I've had a very weird year so far. I'm pretty sure next year it's going to be just as weird, if not more weird. But, yeah. So, December started off as weird. I know that not many people know what I mean by that, because I don't really have many ways to differentiate between different kinds of weird. Just saying. Now, I'm sure it would be helpful if I did, but I don't. Okay. So, like I said, while Ford is going around destroying people in duels, I have actually been up since, it was 10 something. I think it was 10:15. Yeah, because I had a therapist appointment last night. No, I didn't. I had a therapist appointment on Wednesday, and I got up at 10:15 to take my bath, and shortly after I started, a knock on my door occurred. The bathroom door, my sister knocked on the bathroom door, and she asked if I was almost finished. I said no. I am not almost finished. I didn't even know she was here. And then on the way to my therapy appointment, I learned that she missed the bus, which is not good because my mom recently started a new job. So she cannot take my sister to school anymore. My sister has to get on the bus, at least on the days that my mom works. And my mom works on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And my sister missed the bus yesterday, probably on purpose. Honestly, I partially blame her, and I partially think she just shouldn't have bothered me. Like, dude, I need a bath, okay? I don't want to rush through my baths. I like to take long baths, okay? Don't judge me. They're nice. Anyway. Oh, are you expecting to win? Yeah, nice try. Anyway, yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen in the future, but dear God, the family drama is real. Yeah, so real. Like, I heard my dad talking about this the other day. I mean, yesterday, actually. He was talking about the problem. Yeah, the problem of her missing the bus. And how if it becomes more frequent, it could really become an issue in the long term. And I do not disagree, but also I'm quoting him based on what I assume he said. I know he was talking about my sister missing the bus, but I wasn't paying attention to the entire conversation, so I really don't know. I don't know if that's what was discussed or not, but it is what I assume was. And I really have no reason to suspect differently. However, I was just in the bathtub, and I was like, I'm gonna take it. I want to be in here longer than necessary, just to spite you, just to piss you off. Although that's really a bad idea. You don't want to piss my sister off because then she'll never shut up. Anyway, I just wanted to stay in there as long as possible. But that really wasn't a realistic option because my appointment was at 2:30. Wait, actually, when was it? It was at 2. Yeah, I was actually at 2. And I came out here, and I think it was around 11 or so. but I couldn't believe what I heard. I'm just like, I mean, I was asked if I discussed this beforehand. Like, basically, I was asked if I had made my sister aware that I would be taking a bath at that time, and I said no. I didn't even know she was here. And I did not. If that's true. It's also a very bad thing, because I definitely think that there was no missing. It was an intentional decision. And I mean, I do understand why it was made, but that doesn't excuse that. It doesn't excuse that. And now, again, if she wasn't the way that she currently is, my dad could just take her and that would be fine. But she doesn't really like my dad. I don't really know why she's holding on to that grudge so much. It's ridiculous. I think it's dumb. I know my dad has issues, but he's not that bad. He's not. I compare him to the stereotypical housewife. He doesn't really act like much of a housewife. He just spends all his time at home and he doesn't work. But back in the day, women couldn't work either, so that's why I compare him to that. And it's completely valid, because I don't think that I would have the kind of life that I do right now if my dad did work. And now, obviously, ideally, I would work. But I currently am not in a position where I can do that. In the future, I suspect that could change, but that's not a guarantee. And still, I don't even know how long this spiritual bullshit is going to last. I'm going through this bizarre spiritual thing. I don't know how long I'll be adjusting to that. But it's not something that I want to rush. If I rushed it, that would be bad. So, I'd really like to be responsible with the things that I experience. Like, I don't snap on someone if I'm angry with them. Though, to be completely honest, if they really, really tried hard, and there was absolutely no regard for my ability to stay sane and calm and collected, if someone tried hard enough, they would piss me off enough for me to snap. But they would really have to be trying to do that. And it would take them quite a while to get there. And now, a while may not be that, may not actually be that long, but in comparison to some people, I imagine that me snapping is strangely difficult, and I don't think anyone has actually caught me when I'm actually unable to control myself. But I do know that screaming into a pillow really helps. I just don't always want to. I really don't. Especially when I think that someone might overhear me screaming into a pillow. Yeah, I know that's ridiculous, but I mean, my sister is right next to me. If I screamed into a pillow while she was bitching, I'm sure she might hear me screaming into a pillow. And if she did, no matter how muffled the pillow made the scream, she might be a bit disturbed. I think triggered, it does apply here in this instance because of her history and her past, but she doesn't actually acknowledge that she is traumatized, which is one of the major issues here, because she doesn't actually accept that. Although I don't think she was given a chance to really learn this information. Unfortunately, she wasn't really old enough at the time this shit happened. But she's not like this because of my family and I. She is like this because she's adopted, and when a child is adopted, they obviously didn't experience normal shit as an infant or at some other point in their development. And now I don't know much about adoptions, and I also don't know much about what living there is like. But I assume that if someone's up for adoption, that means their parents most likely did not want them. Now, this does not necessarily mean that's the case. There are many cases where that may not be true. But, I wouldn't be surprised if my sister is a case where she wasn't necessarily wanted. I'm not sure what happened, and I don't know exactly how bad things got over there, but I know that her brain development was affected by everything that she went through. And I get it, I understand, shit's hard, but seriously, don't take it out on everyone around you. Just because you're suffering doesn't mean that justifies making other people suffer too. And now, I will admit this, that yeah, I can talk about fictional characters making other people suffer, and I don't necessarily blame them. But here's the thing, when I'm saying I don't blame Yubel for what they did, Yubel still got better. Yubel got better, my sister may not. And Yubel was affected by, Yubel didn't do all of that entirely on their own. They were influenced into doing all that bullshit. But they still got better. So I think it's the same thing. Although, Yami Mera didn't get redeemed. He was destroyed like he should have been, because he was a complete and total, well, he's actually worse than my sister, to be honest, but I don't really know if, I don't really know how different they are. You know, that's actually a very terrifying thought. I don't know how different they are. The only difference is I don't think my sister has sadistic tendencies. But that doesn't stop her from doing a lot of the... It doesn't stop her from doing something that gets her arrested later. I don't necessarily want to go into any of the darkest crimes, but I mean, with her personality, I don't trust her. I don't trust her in the kitchen. I almost want to hoard the kitchen. I almost want to call it my battleground. If you enter the kitchen while I'm here, you will have to deal with me. And that sounds like complete bullshit, but I actually don't like people seeing me cook. I don't like people being in the kitchen while I'm in the kitchen. And it sounds petty, but the deal with that is I don't like the potential for me to get in someone else's way, and vice versa. I like to have the entire kitchen to myself, so it's easy for me to fix what I'm trying to fix. And if someone else is hungry, well, they're probably going to take up space in the kitchen that I might need for this or that. Although, to be completely honest, I have not cooked in a long time. A long time being, I don't know, I think I cooked something last month, I can't remember. It may have been October instead. But I've cooked within the past 4 months, at the very least. And then I got my mom to fix 3 boxes of something just so I would eat it. Yeah, my problem is not that I don't want to eat the food. The problem is I'm not motivated enough to actually cook it. Which is a separate issue and an issue that I should not have at my age, but I have it. It's kind of... I can't necessarily defend myself there, but, you know. I did appreciate that my mom cooked 3 boxes of that. I ate maybe 2-ish boxes. I'm not sure. But, yeah, it was good. And now some boxes have been fixed. For Christmas, I have some other plans for what to ask to be cooked. And, I mean, these are special occasions. I'm not just asking this shit for... It's not out of the blue. I'm just asking, like... If it's a special occasion, it might be a little... It feels a little more acceptable to ask. And a little less lazy for me to ask, honestly. But I'm just deluding myself. It's definitely still lazy. It's definitely still laziness. But that doesn't mean that some of the things that are in the house shouldn't still be cooked. I've just taken the golden opportunity to, I tried to take my opportunities to ask. Anyway, I just have experienced a lot of shit. And I don't remember the shit very well, but probably a side effect of aging, getting older, shit like that. But for some reason I seem to be forgetting my train of thought a lot. Now, I'm not sure what's actually going on there, but whatever it is, I am not aware. I just believe it's temporary. I don't think I'm going to be like this forever. Although it might seem like forever, because I have no idea how long it's going to take for some of this shit to wear off. And some of what I'm experiencing on an energetic, spiritual level is affecting my sleep. So even though I may go to sleep at like 4:35, I could still wake up at like 9, 10, 11. Like, it absolutely, like, setting my alarm clock for a certain time does not mean I can't be interrupted. And, I mean, I've been interrupted quite often recently. I'm not quite sure how to stop that. I just accept it at this point. Now, one morning, I just decided to go back to bed, which was a very difficult decision because I wanted to get up. But I figured it would be in my best interest to just go back to bed, so I did. And I set my alarm clock. Again, I woke up before the alarm clock went off. I'm serious. I probably already meant, dude, the month is almost over. Wait a minute, no it's not. Dude, the month just started. I mean, the week is almost over. And I still need to do 8 where did I get Pendulum summons from? Okay, whatever. Well, I still need to perform 10 fusion summons, which shouldn't be very difficult. All I have to do is go into GX. Wait a minute. Actually, you know, I can do that when I get up. Although, if I get up, I hope that I've got a full respawn by that point. Because if not, then what the hell? that would suggest that I didn't sleep long enough for a full respawn. And well, it may be a bit difficult to see how much time left until full respawn in the game on my end. I can tell you that it's a little over 3 hours, maybe 4. I'm gonna have to see what the... I don't know. I think it's affected by the fact that some of that time is spent dueling other people. So you may not necessarily see the full respawn time if you're just dueling people just back to back. But I know that a full respawn is at least 3 hours or more. So if I woke up and there was no full respawn, I would be like, I didn't even sleep long enough for a full respawn. And my feelings on that would be entirely based on why. This video is almost 30 minutes, so I'm going to make another video. I'm going to do 8 fusion summons. I'm not sure if I want to do... I don't know, should I really do that? Dude, I have to use polymerization for those. I'm not in the mood for polymerization. I'm not in the mood for fusing anything. I don't have to do this. I could just do this later. There's also this event, but... I mean, it's almost... I mean, here's the thing. I'm trying to reduce the length of my videos, and my range of time is 20 to 30 minutes. And this duel might go over that. If I made a new video for dueling this person specifically, I would have a pretty short video, and then I'd feel like I need to do something else just to make up for that. And my initial decision there is fusion summon everywhere. I'm not sure I should do that, but okay. And I'm actually going to. I will see you guys in my next video. I'm going to duel that random possessed child, and then I'm going to fusion summon 8 times. Because I have no life. So I will see you guys in a minute.